everyone. This isn't a rant. This probably is a little bit, but it's not really a rant, and it's not really anything significant. And I'm sure by now, all of you, if not a majority of you, has heard about the elementary school shooting here in Connecticut. I'm not a reporter. I'm not a news person. I found out about the shooting now before my peers, before high schoolers and probably some middle school students even. Hell, even some other elementary school students found out about the shooting. I'm sorry. But my mom found out, when my mom found out, it was all over the news, it was on Facebook, all the adults were like, it was blowing up while the kids were at school. What I know, and this is confirmed, that 27 people are dead. 18 of those people are children, little innocent children. Like, I'm sorry, but in today's society, what kind of sick asshole do you have to be to go into elementary school and kill innocent children? They're practically still babies. They haven't done anything wrong. They haven't done anything to you. So why the fuck are you going into their school, and why are you killing them? Why? Okay? I know we have one of the shooters in custody. The other shooter's dead. That's all I know. And a couple of teachers are dead. And it's just a sucky day all around. But I don't know all the details, and I only found out from my mom. So what I know comes from news and my mom. There's no words to describe this news. There is none. Like, today started out as a perfect day, beautiful, but tragedy can mar a perfect day. And this tragedy, there's no other words but tragedy. This massacre of babies, just babies, okay? Like, I'm not an adult, and I know a lot of school bus drivers who have YouTube or whatever, just parents and people who are adults, like teachers and bus drivers who have their own families. Even if you don't, you still refer to your kids that you drive to and from school as your kids, and you know that they're still practically babies. Hell, they're both young and old babies, but they're still babies. I'm sorry, I can't comprehend this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you are just, I don't care what issues you have with your mother. I don't care what connections you have to the school. You don't go into a school like that. You just don't, okay? It's a tragedy. Like, I know, like my mom couldn't tell me until the kids got off my fellow peers, my high school peers, got off the bus, because she wasn't allowed to talk about it on the bus. And so when everybody was like, what news, and then my mom was like, turn on the news when you get home. It will be on that. So at first I was like, okay. I was like thinking the whole ride until the kids got off the bus, what happened? Like, what happened? Did somebody die? Was there like layoffs? You know, something like major like that. Like, I didn't expect what mom told me. But when we got to my mom's middle school, her midday basically, her middle school, I just got out of my seat, right behind my mom's seat, and I went up to her, and I just hugged her. Like, she needed it. Like, I could tell. Even though I don't go to Newton, as I am a high school student in a completely different district, and my mom drives for my school. Like, I could understand why my mom, like, it's just that reassurance thing that, like, my mom needed like, to know that I'm okay, that I'm there, that I'm safe in her arms. It's all about reassurance. And to those of you who say that, oh, I hate my parents, or, oh, like, don't, okay? You treasure every moment you have. You never know when you'll see them laugh. And for the parents out there, don't just, both parents and children, don't let your last words in the morning before you go to school, whatever it is, don't let your last words be something mean, because those parents were affected by this. They had no clue that that would be their children's last words in the morning were goodbye. Just don't, okay? Don't. And I just hope the person who did this, they're in custody, but I just hope they're brought to justice. But here's what I'm trying to wrap my head around. Why that school? Why kill all those children? Like, I know one of the shooters is dead and the other is in custody. I don't care if that one is in custody. I don't care if it's just that one. You guys, this this is why, here's my thing now, because this is why I think lockdowns are fucking stupid. I'll do another video on the whole what went wrong, what could have, like, what I think personally of some of the policies and safety measures that are in place. But this isn't the video for it. I would like to give a moment of silence to the children, families, and to the families of the deceased, and the lives that barely even started their loss. Let okay, let this day just, here's something that is kind of, this is more my normal thing, but it's kind of impacted by the tragedy. Like, why can't we just, for one fucking day, just put down all weapons, all these words of hate, and just live in peace for one fucking day? Is that too much to ask for? Like, I'm not even a parent. I'm a student myself, and I don't even know any of the people who were involved in that shooting. But still, it's the fact that, like, it's just the fact of life that parents, they send their children off to school thinking that they're going to be safe, and the, this just brought in question the safety of elementary schools, all schools really, not just elementary, but especially elementary school. Like, my school, yeah, we have security on campus. We have campus security. But what about the schools, like all the elementary schools? What about the middle schools? They don't have security guards. They don't. And I'm sorry, this is just, please, to all the people watching this who aren't involved in any way but can empathize with this, it just, don't say anything you'll regret to your parents if you're a child. Treasure every moment you guys have together. You never know when it will be your last. And to those affected by this tragedy, I offer my deepest condolences. And just, it's just, I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words, but just know this whole country, this nation, the states, the towns, everybody's prayers are with you. You're in our thoughts and our prayers. And while we may have not known you or your children personally, we can still mourn together. But it shouldn't be a tragedy like this that unites everyone. It shouldn't, but it's the kind of society we live in today. I'm sorry, just talking about this, just thinking, like, I'm sorry. I sound like I'm on, like, I'm not crying. I'm trying to not cry. That's why my face is a little pink and my eyes are more, like, you can almost tell. I'm, like, trying not to make it noticeable. But to the deceased, may they rest in peace, and may their death be avenged to the fullest extent of the law, and and may may those of us who just say, this is what I want everyone to do. Just for 1 minute of your day, please. I don't care if it's today. I don't care if it's tomorrow. Just do it. Just for one day. I don't care what you do. Something nice. A kind word. A smile. Helping someone. Just do something to elevate that relief, that pain. Do something meaningful. Don't and keep the memories alive. Treasure every moment you have with your parents, or if you're a parent with your kid. Just treasure every moment you have together, because this tragedy has taught us that it's really, you're never ever too young to die. That we're not invincible. That 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 life is short, and sometimes way too short to even be considered life. I'm gonna go before I start ranting, but may the victims of the Newton shooting and their families just rest in peace, victims, and to the families, you are in my thoughts and my prayers, and I'm sorry if it looks like I'm looking away. Not, I'm just trying to get used to filming with a web camera. But ignore that a little bit. But yeah, you guys out in Newton who went through this tragedy, who are affected by this tragedy, you are in our thoughts and our prayers. Like, not just mine, but this whole nation. Okay, now that I will be back to my normal videos later on this evening, if not tomorrow. I'm gonna leave you all with some time to digest what was just said, and I'll let you know more when I myself know more.